also affect the rest of the world. So I think these stakes are very high, not only for Somaliland, but for the world as well.
bismillah xaqiiqdii imka waxay tahay in hay'adaha maanta wadanka jira ay faa'iidana leeyihiin khasaarana leeyihiin laakiin ay khasaaruhu ku badan yihiin sidoo kale darawallada meeshan go'aadada wada oo kale waa iyagoo kale maanta Hargeysa waxa jira qof walba oo inamada Hargeysa u dhashay badankoodu waa dadkii maanta wadanka xuquuqda ku lahaa ninka darawalka Kenyan gaariga wada waa Kenyaati Kenya laga keensaday oo lacagtiisa la siinayo guriga la siinayo mushaarkiisa la siinayo habeen dhaxna leh iyo qaar Itoobiyana waxay in dadkan maanta Hargeysa ka shaqada line laga siiyo shaqo qof halka shaqo laga siinayaa UNDP da waa qof masterida ama qof aqoon loo keensaday waa hay'adda sida u dhisan kana madax banaan dawladda
way imanaysaa taas waxay waqtigeeda imanaysaa waxay si ku wanaagsan tahay adduunyada caalamka inay ictiraafaan deeqii caalamka aan ku heli lahayn ma helo imika oo deeqii ay nisiin lahayn dawladaha caalamku ama jimciyadaha qurumaha ka dhaxeeya sida UN oo kale ay dawaalka ictiraafeen ay siin jireen wali ilaa imika namay siin haddaan taa helno waan kaban karnaa wax badan.
So Somaliland is no different than the rest of Africa, which currently faces an acute unemployment crisis, especially among its youth. But what makes this crisis even more grave in the case of Somaliland is khat, an intoxicating plant whose leaves are chewed by nearly all male Somalilanders, young and old, with disastrous effects on their energy levels and productivity, let alone their personal health.
My name is Salih Mahmoud Yusuf. I'm 33 years old and I am broke. I live in Hargeisa, Somaliland. I chew every day. The reason I chew is simply to be unmindful the consequences and the bad images around the societies. Over record unemployment. Somaliland, this youth, 80% have no jobs at all.
My brother is going to France because the problem is reality in Somaliland. It's not job, no life, no future. Only eat the chewing. The chewing, I'm not like the chewing because the problem is not the time it's not time management in Somaliland.
I'm citizen of Somaliland. My age is 75 years, and we eat the chat. At the time we eat the chat, very fantastic. Then when we finish it, then we go to chop. I know. To no chop now. To children, he's finished his claiming to university and the secondary, without chop now. And the nation and the government. It's two differences. The nation is very big, too much, millions, and the government is very small.
I think the cost is so high that its existence and continuation of what it has been doing for the last 20 years might collapse at any time. Getting material costs will help it develop. It has different sectors of economy which can develop and manage its own natural resources. Lack of that one will keep them there. The second thing is, for example, morally, mentally. It will give them an access to the whole world. It will open new horizons for them. It will open new investment for the country. And that will also raise their standard of living. That will help them being better educated, getting better health care, better administration, and help them also to bring back to the country the brain that has been drained from them.
What then of Somaliland's regional role? Would an independent Somaliland contribute to the management and resolution of conflicts in one of Africa's most war-torn regions? Or might it make some of the region's problems, like piracy or religious extremism or inter-clan rivalries, even worse?
Somaliland is part of the global, international and regional efforts of fighting against piracy, fighting against terrorism. these are not Somaliland's problems. These are regional and international problems. As you know, there is an arms embargo on the whole region. It would be good for Somaliland to be temporarily lifted of this arms embargo on Somaliland, so that Somaliland could contribute much more than we are currently doing towards counter-terrorism. Somaliland has been stable. We have democracy, we have stability, we had a government that has been openly elected by the people of Somaliland. We have an open and transparent government system. We have plans for development, for engagement with the region, with the international community. But we are finding increasingly difficult to develop our economy. For that, we need to be linked with international banking system. We need to be able to access international loans. We need to be able to access international markets. And in order to do so, we need international recognition. What we believe is that we cannot sustain those huge achievements in democracy, achievements in peace and stability, solely on the basis of humanitarian assistance. We need to be able to access international development assistance. You can sustain and develop those achievements only on the basis of direct bilateral development assistance, or you can sustain direct economic development, which is what this country needs now in order to go to the second stage.
Recognition is a big factor for us in so many ways, and I suspect that if we gain recognition, we will be in much better position to attract investment in the hydrocarbon investment as well as hard mineral investment. Somaliland's potential, we have seen some interest from all over, Chinese, Middle Easterns, Arabs, Americans, Europeans, and before it's all over, we want to really make sure that we market ourselves to the extent possible to attract newcomers. There is a good about 30,000 square kilometers of mineralized belt here in Somaliland that has not been really exploited yet. There is potential for maybe even gold, possibly copper, zinc, tin, the metals, the precious and semi-precious metals. We feel we have significant deposits of industrial minerals. We have gemstones. We have even coal deposits that we can really exploit for energy. And right now there is not anything that to speak of in the way of mining. Whatever is happening right now, it's either illegal artisan mining that nobody really kind of knows about, small time things happening here and there, but nothing that you can really write home about.
Here we are at a crossroads. Hargeisa, the capital of Somaliland, in that direction, Djibouti via Boroma that way, and in front of me, 18 kilometers away down a mud track via Tugwajale, the Ethiopian border. In many respects, Somaliland's also at a crossroads. It is a state, but it's not internationally recognized. Recognition will bring with it a number of assets. It'll bring with it, of course, more aid, international banking, all the sorts of things that Somaliland needs to be able to turn the mud track to Tugwajale into a proper road. It, however, also will bring with it a number of problems. It potentially will reduce the link of accountability between Somaliland's democratically elected government and its people. It'll also not do away with a number of social and economic problems that the country faces, not least the cut trade. Over $500 million being consumed annually, 100 trucks running up the road from Ethiopia into the capital of Hargeisa and Berbera, bringing this habit to be consumed by citizens there, cancelling out the more than $500 million worth of remittances provided by the Somaliland diaspora. However, international recognition brings with it one very important advantage for both the international community and for Somaliland's 3.5 million people, and that is security. It would be an enormously cost-effective means of providing stability for an otherwise troubled region for the international community and also for Somaliland.
One thing which will happen is that the people will never give up. They see their self-determination as a natural right they have, like any other community in the world. They will continue to develop their country, to establish relationship with other countries, to develop commercial ties with other countries, to develop educational and cultural ties with other countries, to promote mechanisms which will attract investors in Somaliland. We could be like Taiwan or some other countries which are highly developed. We will continue as well for our quest for independence and for credentials.
إلى كي يبقون إسحان كني أحدي